Motivation doesn't last, neither does showers. That's why we recommend bathing every day.
That's how we do it in the South.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Rabbit's Used Cars. It's kind of funny. It's a new chair. It's like restrictive, but kind of cool at the same time. I don't know. Anyway, you're going to see a lot of changes going on here at Rabbit's Used Cars really soon, but right now we're sticking with a chair. So anyway, I get probably 40 million messages every week. And, a lot of them are good. Man, hey, love the channel, love what you do. Or, hey, who was the porn star in the Camaro video? Or who was this? Or who was that? And I love it. I try to answer replies as many as I can. And I do. I'll be honest with you. I love interacting with you guys. And literally looking at a fan right behind that camera. And I love it. I love interacting with you guys. I love hearing your story. I love hearing the hustle. I love hearing you starting a YouTube channel or starting a business or selling cars or whatever. I love it. I mean, it's just interesting. You guys are my buddies. So, and I haven't done one of these in a while. And I've had a really trying last couple months. And you're going to hear more about this as the videos roll on. It's been hectic. Ever since I got back from Texas, it's been insane. Playing catch up. You got to think no cars or anything really got sold here at the RUC. So I kind of hit the ground running, and we had some other problems kind of come up along the way, and had to change camera guys midstream and all this. But you know what? Jeff, we got Jeff finally dialed in and all that good stuff, and the videos are looking great, and views are back where they need to be, and I started thinking about it. Hey, Rob, you're not the only one with problems. Everybody's got problems. Everybody's got issues. And this is going to be kind of a hodgepodge story a little bit. So we're going to be bouncing all around, so you need to stay tuned. So, this is the thing, though. At the end of the day, you got to remember something. And it's really easy to feel sorry for yourself. And, get down in the dumps. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not saying don't be sympathetic about somebody that's going through a hard time. I'm not saying, don't show compassion. That's not what I'm saying with this. But in the same token, don't waste too much time and effort in this. When you got somebody that's breaking their arm, patting you on the back, you're not getting anywhere and their arm's getting tired. So what you've got to do is figure out, all right, well, I'm here. Obviously something happened. And I got to be here. So now we need to make a plan to put these two together and get yourself out of that situation, I get, so I'm going to try to do this without keeping the details vague, because to protect the innocent or guilty. Give you a fun example. Recent message I got. Good friend of mine, we've chatted a little bit back and forth. She is a salesperson at a Dodge dealership in North Carolina. And, she's like, I'm just not cutting it in sales. Was a barista for a long time and was really good in the coffee game, whatever, all that stuff. And that's great, But, she just took the leap into sales. And it's not quite exactly what she thought it was. And I tell people this all the time about sales. Some people, especially new car sales, because that's a commission job. And that's one of those things. It's feast or famine, and it's really not for the faint of heart. One of those things. If you're not selling, you're not eating, and so you really got to have that kind of hustle grind mentality to keep up with that. And the big way. Well, there's popular ways and popular misconceptions about salespeople. Drugs and alcohol also fuel a lot of those things, but that's not the healthy way of doing it. That's short-term highs. You don't need that. You need those things that just keep you hopping. And I believe in motivation. And one of my favorite sayings is people says motivation doesn't last, neither does showers. That's why we recommend bathing every day. Same way with motivation. You need those little pep talks. I used to love my little Monday morning sales meetings. So basically, I gave her a condensed version of this Monday morning sales meeting. Actually sent her a video. I was literally walking around here in the warehouse. And I was walking around and said, listen, girl, you got to learn that shuck and jive. Got to get up and going. I'm going to tell you something right now. You already got 50% of all the other salesmen beat because you're female. Females can sell when no one else can. I promise you. You know, women can deal with you. All the guys like you because you're a girl. That's the cool thing. You know, at the end of the day, you got to get them excited. You got to get them excited. You got to give everybody semi for a Hemi. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it got her giggling, got her laughing, got her thinking about it. And I said, this is the thing. Just how I made you laugh, you need to do the same thing with your customer. That's what you got to do. You know, the thing, and I've said this a million times on this channel, and it's so, so true. Probably going to have it put on my headstone one day next to There Goes the Neighborhood. You know, if you can make somebody laugh, you can damn near make them do anything. And this is the truth. You know, it releases endorphins in the brain, gets them laid back, just eases the whole situation. You know, and I mean, you know, people ask me all the time, Rob, how you always get all these hot girlfriends? I make them laugh. You think I did it with this face? No. So, that's the thing. With a face like this, you better be funny. Anyway, but this is moving on. You know, and I had a good friend of mine send me a message. He goes, Rob, you know, my girlfriend broke up with me, and I'm just down in the dumps. He said, I took 2 months off work because of a breakup. Oh, son, I feel my father coming into my body. I want to tell you something. I've been through a breakup or two in my life. We're going to shift gears. Instead of giving people semis for Hemis, now we're doing damage control. I want to tell you something, bud, you know, and he's got a good job. You literally took 2 months off work because you were feeling a breakup. Man, no. I want to tell you something. I've lost so much money chasing women. I've never lost a woman one chasing a dollar. Ever. This is the thing. At the end of the day, I would much rather be crying in my damn $70,000 Cadillac than sitting losing money crying over a girl that's already gone. You know, this is the thing, you know. At the end of the day, you know, sometimes, you know, a setback like that is nothing but a springboard for success. You know, and you got to think about it. This world's full of beautiful women, nice girls. There's another one literally right around the corner. And you got to keep that mindset. Take your mind off of that and take all that negative and all that down in the dumps and, oh, what did I do wrong? And what was this? Oh, man, I was overthinking this. Instead of thinking about all that dumb stuff, think about making money. Think about doing your job. Think about picking up a hobby. Hell, anything. Volunteer. Whatever you got to do to take your mind off that crap. Build a puzzle. I don't care. But you can't think about that negative stuff because when you think negatively, you're going to produce negative things. That's all you're going to do. All it's going to do is just literally produce negative ideas and negative thoughts the entire time. Moving on, solving all the world's problems in one video today. You know, this is one that hit close, and I want to handle it really, really carefully. And I got this, and I've been there. And, you know, is death. I had a viewer send me a message telling me he lost his father, you know, and he said, you know, that, you know, I know you did the same thing, and, you know, and what did you do to get over it? Well, first of all, you never get over it. You learn to live with it. You know, you got to think, when my father passed, we were getting ready to leave to film a TV show. I was running a diesel truck shop, this place, an event company, and had a radio show going all at once. I didn't have time to grieve like I wanted to. And, you know, and I'm a little different, you know, on that mindset. But I worked in radio with a guy, and he was the most heartless asshole you've ever met in your life. But a few things he did and said kind of stuck with me. And now when I say this, it's going to sound extremely rude and extremely harsh. But let me explain. There was a guy at the radio station, had a similar situation. And he walks out here, you know, keep in mind he's from up north and talks like this right here. And he goes, you know, this guy was down in the dumps. You can just tell he was sad. You can see it in his face. And we were standing there having a cup of coffee. And he goes, what's wrong with you? He goes, my father passed away. He goes, yeah, my dad died once. He goes, yeah. He says, what'd you say? I got over it. And he just kept walking with his coffee cup. And at first I thought, man, what an asshole. But then, come back to my life. My father passed away last April. April 28th to be exact. And my dad was the hardest working man I've ever met in my life. Sick, whatever, he was there. He never took off days. Hell, we didn't take vacations. I can count on one hand and still have fingers left the times we took a actual family vacation. And my dad was a very hardworking guy. And I remember my dad, literally, and at the time I didn't know this, but he was on his deathbed. He was not going to leave that hospital. But I remember my dad, and I was telling him, he said, well, son, how was your day? I said, man, I'm running my ass off, Dad. I said, truck shop. And I said, car lot's fucking wide open. This, and I got to go record tonight, radio station, whatever. He goes, this show always goes on. And, when he said that, I was just like, whatever, But I remember, obviously he passed, and we got to get a funeral together. We've got to get all this stuff lined up, because my dad kind of died kind of unexpected, really. I will never forget, we were at the funeral home, and we needed to film videos. Well, I could have made a post. Say, hey guys, had a death in the family, thoughts and prayers and all that good stuff. And, but I started thinking about it and kind of back to the negative thing. It's a sad time. And I mean, you got to grieve, you got to deal with it. And I think about my dad every day. I always get a dadism in my head, like rubber ball and all those things. But the thing you got to think about is you can't stop because they did. And, you got to grieve. You can miss them. They're always in your heart. They're always there. But you got to live your life too. And so you don't want to focus too hard on negativity, and not maybe quite as harsh as the guy at the radio station put it. But you got to have that happy medium with that. So in some ways, yes, you do. You need to get up and over it. And we filmed videos that day. My father wasn't even in the ground yet, and we were filming videos because I felt like I needed to because the show goes on. Anyway, well, I'll tell you what, I didn't mean to turn this into a super duper motivational Monday morning boner speech, but apparently it works out, so we're going to stick with it. Guys, we'll catch you next time at Rabbit's Used Cars.